standard bearers, championship programs. And when they look at their schedule, there are a lot of big games. But they know to get where they want to be, they're going to have to go right through each other. And the Dogs and the Tide always have a national championship or bust mentality. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulldogs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Trying to get behind the defense. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Trying to set up the screen. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do in short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. The screen. He can go. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. has to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
He's trying to get it in, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Simpson. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man, it's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Number 31, odds to punt it away.
And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his open man. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. Touchdown time! Ball went over the end and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip... Secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the...
They put on the heat and they blocked it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And, man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Running the red zone, it's Miller. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the perimeter, but goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The shoot, quick toss to the right. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
From the gun, give on the inside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And offense...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 for the offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Slithers into space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The sure hands. It's Humphries. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On the option. He'll pitch it. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's McCray. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And how about that rush off of the edge. You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. It's a draw. Finding open areas. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Russell. A shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. He'll take it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. This quarterback part of their running game. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories. And obviously, they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose. But it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.